All right, Nationals is about a month and a half away now. My hips and back are feeling pretty good and training's starting to ramp up. Today's focused on the more static events at Nationals this year, and I'll be going fairly heavy on some squats along with circus dumbbell and log. Now, even though warm-ups are technically over now, the first thing I'm doing after is the superset that's all about conditioning the knees that I consider part of the warm-up as well. Just one more thing before I get to the meat of today's training session, and it's one of the more unusual supersets I've had to do. It's going to be kind of a hop-down box jump, where I hold weights in my hands and let them go as soon as my feet touch the ground, and that into kind of a hybrid between a back extension and a dumbbell row.
We've been living in sin so long, all the feels are gone. Fella stopped me on the street last night, said everything's alright.
Now to start back squats. After I got injured at Miami's Baddest, I took a full month without any lower body training at all, and then I had one good squat session back, and soon after that's when the nerve issue in my back started up. Now that I seem to be in decent shape again, we reintroduced squats shortly after my last video, and I think this is the 5th or 6th squat session since. So the objective on squats today is to work up to a heavy top set at 2 to 4 reps. I did the same thing 2 weeks ago when I was supposed to work up to a top set at an RPE 8, and I got up to 460 and felt I'd overcooked it. So I talked to coach, and last week we lowered the weight a little bit and did more reps just to let my CNS recover. And today I'd like to see what I can do with that weight. I'm really happy with how it's feeling so far. That weight feels legions better than it did 2 weeks ago. You may not be able to see him, but right now there's a little red guy right here, and he's whispering in my ear to send it and go for 480, but I'm not going to listen to him. I'm going to stick to the game plan. Last week, or 2 weeks ago, I did 460 for 2, and it was rough. Today I'm going to hit it for 4. I'm super pleased with how that set went. Still leaning over a little bit, but that's just another thing I gotta work on. But squats still aren't done. Now I'm gonna strip off about 15% of the weight and then rep it out until I've only got 1 rep in the tank. Now, as a buffer between squats and circus dumbbell, Coach has me doing quarter Turkish get-ups, working up to a top set of 5, so you'll just get to skip to the end of that. And it's finally time for some circus dumbbell, which I don't think I've shown on my channel before, even though I've been training it for a little while now. So in the past, I've always tried to be somebody that could use both arms on circus dumbbell, but recently I've been having some lockout issues on my left arm, the same one I tore the bicep on years back. Luckily, the circus dumbbell at Nationals is going to be for max weight and not for reps. So it just made sense to me to put my focus on the side that I'm actually going to be using. In the warm-ups, I'll still use both sides while it's light, but once I get close to my working weight, then it's right arm only. The objective on circus dumbbell today is going to be 6 singles with a 2-minute rest in between, all at 140 to 145. That went pretty well. Overhead in general is a weakness for me, and I would consider dumbbell my worst overhead event. I'll be over the moon if I can just hit the opening weight on the dumbbell at Nationals. Now another quick buffer, working up to a top set of 6 on delt rows. Bit unusual, but last thing for tonight is not so light log press. Objective on log today is going to be 6 singles with a 2-minute rest, just like the dumbbell, with 255, and when I'm done with that, it'll be one AMRAP set, strict press at 200 pounds. Log's feeling really, really awkward. I don't know what it is, but I just can't coordinate the dip with the press. Could have something to do with the fact that I've been kind of speeding through the warm-up. If in case it wasn't obvious, I'm ready to be done. All right, managed to pull it together and get it done. As you can see, the log was very inconsistent tonight. Yeah, some of those singles were absolute dog shit, and then it all just came together on the last one like magic and just went up super easy. But that's gonna do it for this one. So far, Nationals prep is going okay. Also, online qualifier for OSG, the events got released, and there's quite good carryover to Nationals events, so might try to make a video out of that. Catch you in the next one.